Welcome to Business Training Media. In this video, we're going to review 15 job search strategies for getting hired. We'll also review some important interviewing tips, so be sure to watch to the end. Before we start, kindly like this video and subscribe to our channel for future updates. Let's get started. Finding a new job itself can turn into a part-time job. You can broaden your search and land a job faster when you employ a variety of job hunting techniques. In this video, we talk about how important job search strategies are and offer 15 of them. Why is it important to have job hunting strategies? It's important to have job hunting strategies so you have more outlets for finding a job. Looking for a new job can take some time, making it important to try different methods to speed up the process. By using job hunting strategies, you can continue to progress in your career and move on to better opportunities. Let's review our list of 12 job search strategies for success. Number 1. Set clear job search goals. Define your job search goals by identifying your strengths, skills, and interests. Then create a list of your preferred industries, companies, job titles, and geographic locations. Number 2. Update your resume and cover letter. Your resume and cover letter are crucial in attracting the attention of recruiters and hiring managers. Ensure they are up to date, highlight your most relevant experience, and are tailored to the job you're applying for. Number 3. Utilize job search engines. Websites such as Indeed, LinkedIn, and Glassdoor can help you find job postings from various companies. You can set up job alerts to notify you of new job postings that match your search criteria. Number 4. Networking. By expanding your professional network, you are opening yourself up to new career opportunities. You may find that when you have more professional connections, more people can recommend you for a new position. Even using your professional network for career advice can help you become a more qualified candidate. Use your connections as a resource to further develop as a professional. Number 5. Research companies. Research potential employers to learn about their company culture, values, and current initiatives. This information can help you tailor your application and prepare for interviews. Number 6. Recruiters. Many companies turn to staffing firms to fill their open positions. Working with a recruiter or headhunter can be very beneficial for your job search because of this. They set up the first meeting with you and then tell you about jobs that match your skills. Remember that recruiters are paid on commission, so before accepting a job offer, make sure you can bargain for a competitive salary and benefits package. Number 7. Referrals. When hiring new employees, some companies rely on employee recommendations. They do this because it can expedite the hiring process and they value their own employees' opinions. Although employee referrals aren't very common, it might be worthwhile to inquire with a reliable friend to see if their employer has any openings. They might suggest you if they both believe you'd be a good fit for a position at their place of employment. When an employee makes a good referral, they often get a nice finder's fee on top of helping a friend. Number 8. Job fairs. Job fairs are a great way to discover numerous employers all at once. Colleges, universities, and companies often host job fairs. They are frequently arranged by industry, though some have businesses in numerous job sectors. Do your homework on the employers before going to a job fair. Find out what kind of candidates they are seeking and what positions are available. Take plenty of printed resumes and business cards with you to distribute. You should anticipate conducting a brief interview with each recruiter you contact. Send a follow-up email after that. Number 9. Company websites. Some companies choose to keep their job postings on their website. It's worth doing an internet search of companies within your industry to begin looking at their websites. Before filling out your application, get to know who they are, what they do, and who their clients are. Knowing all of this information shows you're serious about wanting a job opportunity from them. Number 10. Cold calling. You could choose to contact a company directly even if there aren't any open positions there, though this approach is typically less successful. To find out if they have any open positions, you can either call them directly or send them an email. This usually turns out to be the better choice as email continues to become a popular method of communication. Include a brief introduction to yourself and the reasons you are interested in their company in your email. Attach an updated copy of your resume and if you have one, a link to your portfolio. Number 11. Internships. If you are inexperienced, starting with an internship is a great way to build your resume and create professional connections. With some internships, you may have the opportunity to transition into a full-time role. If this is the case, make sure to put in your best effort throughout your internship. Try to prove that you are the right person for a full-time job offer. You can do this by asking smart questions, offering to take on a new project and taking on more responsibilities as you get more comfortable with your work. Number 12. Prepare for interviews. Learn about common interview questions, practice your answers, and learn about the company and the person who will be interviewing you. Number 13. Newspapers. Previously, most job postings were in the local newspaper. Although this is less common, you can still find many jobs in the job opening section of a newspaper. Check out the newspapers in your city to see different opportunities. Many of these publications also have online versions. Number 14. Have a LinkedIn profile. If you're not on LinkedIn, you very nearly don't exist. Considering that more than 90% of recruiters use LinkedIn as their primary search tool, this is not an understatement. If you're a professional, you need to not only be on LinkedIn, you need to be using it to your full advantage. Don't believe me? Think about it this way: if tomorrow morning, a recruiter logs onto LinkedIn looking for someone in your geography, with expertise in what you do, and you're not there, guess who they're going to find and contact? Yes, that person's name is not you. Number 15. Volunteering. Volunteering at an organization is one way to increase your chances of getting a job there. This is especially true for nonprofits that may not have the funds to hire you right now. If they see you as a hard worker and someone integral to the organization, you may be more qualified when a paying job does open up. Even if you can't get a job there, having volunteer experience looks good on a resume, expands your network, and helps you learn more about roles you may want to pursue. Interviewing tips for getting a job offer. Implementing the following strategies will increase the likelihood of you being extended a job offer. Update your resume. A solid resume is one of the most important parts of finding a job because it's an employer's first impression of you. Make sure all of your information is current and accurate. Double check for any grammar or formatting errors and have another person look it over too. Tailor your resume and cover letter. These materials should always be specific to the job you're applying for. You can save generalized copies of each and then tweak them to better fit the specific responsibilities and qualifications of the job you want. Search for a job posting for keywords that you can add to your resume. This can help you get past any applicant tracking systems. Be prepared for anything. Throughout your job search, you may be surprised by what can happen. For example, if a company is urgently hiring, they may ask for an interview right away. Likewise, a company may get back to you with a job offer months later. Being flexible and ready for the unexpected can help you improve your chances of getting a job. Act kindly to everyone. When entering a business, be kind to everyone you interact with. You never know if they will have input on an employer's hiring decision. Prepare for all job interviews. Before you get called for your first interview, develop responses for common interview questions, and then practice them, ideally using the mock interviewing technique with a friend, network contact, or interview coach. The more prepared you are for the interview, the more comfortable you'll be and the more likely you'll succeed. Apply for jobs you are underqualified for. Although you should direct your focus on jobs you're qualified for, feel free to apply to jobs where you may not check off every single requirement. If you think you are a good fit for the job, the employer may decide to give you a chance. You'll never know if you refrain from applying. Send follow-up emails. After talking to a recruiter or having an initial interview, always send a follow-up, thank you email the next day. Explain that you are still interested in the position and enjoyed speaking with them. This shows employers that you are courteous and professional. Keep track of the jobs you apply to. You might submit dozens of applications when you're actively looking for a new job. List the positions you applied for and the dates you applied in an Excel sheet. This will help you remember when to call an employer and keep you from applying for the same job twice by accident. A few weeks after the application deadline for a job, if you haven't heard back from the employer, you can email them to find out when they plan to hire new employees. Learn job keywords. Since search engines and career websites use keywords to help you find jobs, learn which keywords apply to the kind of job you want. Play around with different job titles that are similar to find a wider range of job postings. Ask for informational interviews. Informational interviews are a great way to show your interest in an organization and find out more about it. If you do well in this meeting, they might think of you later if a position opens up. Appearances matter. The interview is as much about your appearance as it is about your presentation. People want someone that looks the part. This means dressing up in the right attire and paying attention to body language. The better you present yourself, the better their impression of you will be. Learn how to listen. Job seekers are so caught up in conveying a certain message and image to the employer that they often fail to listen. Powerful listening is a coaching tool, as well as an amazing skill to have in your life. The art of conversation lies in knowing how to listen, and the same applies to job interviews. Know when to talk, when to stop talking, and when to ask questions. When you're practicing for interviews, Don't just rehearse your answers to questions like, can you tell me about yourself? Why do you want this job? And what are your greatest strengths and weaknesses? Practice listening carefully and closely without interrupting. Be mindful of your online presence. Some recruiters check a candidate's social media accounts to find out more about them. Always exercise caution when posting on social media. Always act with courtesy and professionalism. If you don't want a potential employer to see your job postings, be sure to set your profiles to private. This concludes our list of the 15 effective job search strategies and tips for success. We hope you've found these tips for finding a new job useful. We'd love to hear what you're going to change in your job search after viewing this video. Let us know in the comments below. Remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel for weekly videos on professional development and business growth strategies. Also, check out our links to other helpful resources in the description below. Thank you for watching, and best of luck.